Welcome to Arts in the City. I'm Magali Laguerre-Wilkinson here at the vibrant Bryant Park, where you can sit, stroll, dine, or even catch a movie, depending on the day of the week. Our first story is Cool Culture. It's about a group working hard to bring diversity in museums throughout the city, for visitors and workers alike. Ernabel DeMillo has the story.
Miao Soon from the Rubin Museum of Art is preparing the parents from the Little Star School in Chinatown for their visit to the museum. Meanwhile, uptown in Harlem, parents are attending the Literacy Through Culture meeting at the East Harlem Bilingual Head Start. Both programs are run by the nonprofit arts organization Cool Culture.
Cool Culture's story is that of what happens when you use the arts and culture to bring people together from diverse walks of life and share a common goal to improve outcomes for children and to strengthen communities.
New York, one of the most diverse cities in the world, has some of the most diverse cultural organizations in the world, from high-profile museums to smaller neighborhood community groups like this one. It seems the city has something for everyone. But it's a different story when you go inside and behind closed doors. A recent study revealed that the workforce inside some of New York's most prestigious art institutions, from staff members to curators to directors to board members, do not reflect the communities they serve.
I think we have gotten far too accustomed to walking into the museum space and not seeing diversity.
The study revealed the workforce at city-funded nonprofit cultural organizations is more than 60% white. Whites make up 33% of New York City's population. Blacks, Hispanics, and Asian make up 67%. When you look at leadership roles, the numbers change dramatically. Whites hold close to 80% of the leadership roles. At museums, 85% of the 218 leaders in the survey checked off white. Nationally, that number is about the same, according to the American Alliance of Museums. Those in the field hope this study will open the door to conversation about diversity inside arts organizations and ultimately lead to changes.
It's important for the staff of arts and cultural organizations to be diverse because we all have different life experiences that we bring to our workplace. And we have different backgrounds, and we have different perspectives, and we have different passions and different levels of awareness. And so in any workplace, it's really important for all those views to be present.
So what is keeping Blacks, Latinos, and Asians, who make up the majority of the population in New York, from these positions? Low salaries for entry-level jobs is one reason, and for some, it's access. One organization that is trying to make art accessible to all is Cool Culture. They literally start from the beginning at the city's Head Start schools, first by breaking down some of the perceived barriers.
Many of our parents don't have the knowledge, maybe the education about those museums, so they maybe won't go by themselves. So Cool Culture plays a key role in introducing them to this universe of the art in the museums. So it's very important. I will say that some of them perhaps will feel like it's an environment that they don't feel comfortable with, but now with the experience of Cool Culture, they realize, no, I'm part of this.
Cool Culture partners with 90 cultural institutions and 400 preschool programs. They provide free admission to museums, workshops, and train parents to serve as cultural ambassadors of their communities.
So that's so fascinating. So it's more than just introducing someone to art and to museums, but you're also empowering the community.
That is exactly what you're saying. That is the key word for us. We empower the community. Our goal was and is that one day they are not going to need us. They are going the ones who is leading and doing things in their community.
Natalia Leal is one of these parents. The mother of three has been a part of the program for more than 4 years, and she is now leading tours.
What's your favorite part about this whole experience?
I think actually, having these museums open doors to different worlds, not only to my kids, but to the parents and other children their age. They can engage more, and they have like I said, a very different perspective on other people's culture, and they have respect for it, and they grow up, having this respect for other people.
It can also open up a world of possibilities, maybe even get a young person to think about a career in the arts.
That is the first thing we want for our kids, for every kid, doesn't matter where you're coming from, to enjoy the creative process. And in enjoying the creative process, is for the parents to see the arts a career too. Especially immigrant parents, it's like if your child is going to say, oh, I want to be an artist, they will be like, oh my God, you're not going to have a job, you're not going to do this. But we want them to see too, that is a career. And then you can, as you say, you can be a curator, you can be the director, you can do so many different things. I think without saying, because sometimes, we don't want to be saying and pushing families in certain direction, it's just showing a different world.
I'm Ernabel DeMillo for Arts in the City.
I'm Pat Collins at Sardi's Restaurant. Behind me is a caricature of Brian Stokes Mitchell. He is known as a Broadway leading man and the star of several hit TV series, including Trapper John, M.D. But his real-life role is supporting less fortunate members of the entertainment community. And for his longtime dedication to helping others, he recently received the Isabel Stevenson Tony Award. I sat down with Stokes, as he prefers to be called, to discuss his career and philanthropy.
The special Tony Award honors Stokes for his 12 years as chairman of the board of the Actors Fund of America, the not-for-profit organization which serves everyone in need in entertainment and the performing arts. Helping others is a Mitchell family tradition.
My parents were always interested in giving back. They were always doing things for other people. My mom volunteered for a number of organizations, as well as my father.
Stokes and his wife Allison are passing on the philanthropy gene to their son Ellington.
We're always talking about is helping other people to make the world a better place.
Stokes' award is named in honor of Isabel Stevenson, the late philanthropist.
Every time I saw her, it was like I was seeing an old friend, and we both just lit up. And I loved being in her company, and it seemed like she loved being in mine too. So to get that award that's named in her honor, it's just an especially sweet thing.
Is it more difficult now, in 2016, to meet the needs of the Broadway community than it was perhaps 10, 20 years ago?
It's always a challenge, I think, to raise money. There's always people that need it, and there's always people that have it, and there's always people that have it and don't want to let it go.
I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do?
He has performed on innumerable concert stages and sang for both Presidents Clinton and Obama at the White House. The medical drama Trapper John, M.D. made Stokes a TV star, and he has thrilled Broadway audiences for decades.
What role ignited your career? The role that put you on the map?
Really every role, but on Broadway I would have to say Ragtime was the role that did that for me.
The Getting Ready Rag!
It was my first Tony nomination. It was the first role that I'd gotten to create a role from scratch. I had the reaction that I've had to pretty much every role I've ever been cast in my life. Coalhouse Walker, I'm totally wrong for that role.
And the American Theater Wing's Tony goes to Brian Stokes Mitchell.
Stokes won that Best Actor Tony Award for Kiss Me Kate. In addition to Ragtime, he was nominated for King Hedley II and Man of La Mancha, and he returned to Broadway this year in a revival of Shuffle Along. During the course of his career, Stokes witnessed the many ways in which the Broadway community helps its members who are coping with a financial or health emergency or both.
Broadway, you're constantly with people, and it's much more family-like, and so when somebody is hurting or somebody has a problem, not only do you want to help them, most probably you know that person. You've worked with them before, they're a friend of yours. It makes you, I think, a lot more prone to wanting to help people out because it's very immediate. The people that you're helping out are indeed your friends.
And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
I'm Pat Collins for Arts in the City.
She's a leading Dominican singer-songwriter in the world music genre, and since 2008 has called New York home. Her name is Irka Mateo, and her story comes to us from our sister show, Nueva York, shown here in Spanish with English subtitles.
Yo siempre estuve inclinada en la música y escribía poemas y cantaba y tocaba guitarra y siempre estaba donde quiera que se necesitaba alguien que cantara desde muy pequeñita.
La mujer del hombre pobre y todos los días.
Luego cuando surgió realmente la necesidad, porque fue una necesidad, fue ya a una edad más tardía, fue a unos 22 años más o menos, yo decidí ya dedicarme a la música.
Me salí de mi casa y caballero, yo quisiera cuando vuelva a verme lejos.
De Santo Domingo yo fui a Estados Unidos y ahí comencé a cantar con algunos grupos. Ya me interesaba todo lo que fuera extranjero y del mundo y lo mío también, o sea, todo lo que fuera cultural. De ahí me fui a Madrid y fue donde ya sentí la necesidad de comenzar ya una carrera profesional, y con lo que comienzo es con la música brasilera. Me encantaba esta música y en Madrid en aquellos tiempos era el comienzo del boom de la música del mundo.
Yo bailando cama, vos bailo que quiero.
Luego de Madrid yo me fui a otros lugares, yo viví en Francia, también fui a la universidad en Francia, luego también viví en Brasil, en Canadá. Entonces ya siendo tan multicultural, con todo este background, me sentía que me hacía falta conocer eso que me centrara. Y así fue que comenzó toda esta aventura y todo este estilo de vida del folclore y de la esencia cultural de Quisqueya. Y así fue como todo surgió. Fue mi sed de conocer de dónde yo venía, cuál era la composición cultural dominicana, qué nos definía a nosotros, de dónde venía esa alegría, esa gana de bailar, de cantar. Entonces eso solamente en el campo tú lo puedes ver, donde todavía todo esto está más virgen. En el campo dominicano hay una cultura esencialmente indígena, que también está mezclada con una cultura africana. Esa es la mezcla que nosotros tenemos, claro, sin nosotros descartar el lado español, europeo, que también está en la cultura, pero realmente lo que nos define a nosotros es esa fusión afroindígena.
Se va, oh, se va,
Como indígenas y africanos estábamos juntos en la esclavitud, pues nosotros, claro, o sea, nos hicimos solidarios y hubo este movimiento de cimarronaje donde nos fuimos a las montañas, y ahí ya todas estas culturas se fueron aún impregnando y fusionando muchísimo más. Y siguió siendo transmitida por una población que es mestiza y que hoy se llama República Dominicana, que es el dominicano. Esta música que se encuentra en todos estos lugares recónditos no se escucha, no se ve en la televisión, no se ve en la radio, no se valoriza como debería de valorizarse, porque el mercado está copado de todo lo que es comercial.
sin pecado original.
Yo ahora mismo lo que estoy haciendo es fusionando las tres culturas. ¿Por qué? Porque yo pienso que debe haber una sanación de lo que pasó lo que pasó anteriormente y donde estamos nosotros. Todo esto que nosotros hemos sufrido y pasado en el Caribe y Latinoamérica a causa de este imperialismo colonial. Nosotros debemos ya empezar a perdonarnos. ¿Entiendes? O sea, todo el mundo, señores, vamos a perdonarnos y vamos a hacer una Latinoamérica fuerte, un Caribe fuerte, todo el mundo tomado de la mano, porque es que nosotros somos todos una mezcla de todos.
Por fin llegó el verano, estamos listos para la gira que nos llevará a venir a la fiesta de San Juan. Hicimos un grupito de amigos, un buen corito. Hay unos que me miran y me hacen favorito. Ay, 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 nos vamos a bailar.
Este nuevo trabajo se llama Vamos a Gozar, o sea que es realmente vamos a pasarla bien y está basado en los géneros de acordeón, porque cuando yo estuve haciendo esta documentación llegué a un lugar en el suroeste del país donde es la capital indígena dominicana, se llama San Juan de la Maguana, era en Cacicazgo, era una región que se llamaba Maguana, donde estaban los caciques, una pareja de caciques que hoy día son venerados en la religiosidad popular, y es Anacaona y Caonabo.
La sarandunga, la bomba, la jacana, también la capitana y los moranos en procesión. Ay, 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 nos vamos a bailar.
Entonces, ver esta comunidad, esta alegría, todo eso, pues fue lo que me inspiró para yo hacer este nuevo trabajo.
Ay, 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 que vamos a gozar.
Para mí el éxito es poder plasmar lo que yo siento en el corazón, lo que para mí tiene validez, lo que yo valoro como música, como mensaje. El hecho de que yo pueda expresar eso me hace feliz porque yo lo veo como mi misión.
Para dar nuestros abrazos, hace tiempo nos fuimos a vivir para Nueva York.
You can hear Vamos a Gozar on Irka's new album coming out this September. Still trying to figure out what to read during your summer vacation? We got some recommendations from the folks at the Strand Bookstore.
The books that I would love to recommend for the summer to start off, What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours by Helen Oyeyemi is a great read. It's incredibly well written and explores the theme of keys through a collection of short stories. The second one would be All the Single Ladies by Rebecca Traister. It looks throughout the power of single and unmarried women throughout history and very much relevant for today's time. And finally, The Regional Office is Under Attack by Manuel Gonzalez. It's an extremely fast-paced book. It almost reads like a kick-butt action movie.
Last month, Barry Mitchell introduced us to Samantha Echo, a singer who thrills commuters with her operatic performances in the subway. So we sent Barry to scout out some talent at this year's MTA Music Under New York auditions.
So what's the name of the group?
Siren.
How nice. Where are you from?
Wisconsin.
And you?
Georgia.
And you?
Alabama.
Alabama. Oh, she came from Alabama, but New York is where she'll stay.
And we're gonna play our music on the New York MTA.
Hey!
Today we're at Grand Central Terminal for the annual Music Under New York auditions. We're going to see about 70 different musical performances and groups who will come here for the chance to become part of the Music Under New York roster. So we heard already over 300 submissions. We've invited 70 performers or musical groups to come today, and from that group of 70 we'll probably select 20 to 25. So it's actually highly competitive.
I just couldn't hear you that well because of all the other noise around. I was trying to make out what you were saying.
Lisa Ferry, you are playing a beautiful bossa nova called Quiet Nights of Quiet Stars. It seems incongruous in a place like this with all the noise.
You can either choose to live with the noise or just kind of go in your own world. And so for me, that's really what the song does.
How do you describe your music?
We describe our music as, music of the world. We're both from different places. We both just like to play. It's a bit of gypsy, a bit of rock, a bit of metal, a bit of everything.
Where are you from?
I'm from Poland.
And you?
I'm from Belize myself. You may see a crowd of young individuals coming by, and we were like, okay, let's change our song so we could cater to this group. We had another group who just came from Argentina, and we could hear the sound of their Spanish accent. We're like, okay, let's do like El Choclo.
we're not allowed to play here at this location.
We have about 25 different spots throughout the transit system where we present over 7,000 musical performances every year.
Now let's spin our Wheel of Fortune and see where you're going to perform. Union Square! All right!
Perfect.
There's a whole range of judges. We have people from places like Lincoln Center and other cultural organizations. We have people who are from the MTA, people from the police department, people from Grand Central.
Some judges are veteran Music Under New York performers themselves, like vocalist Samantha Echo.
It is the land we wait a lifetime to see, rising from the sea to answer our plea, the one remedy. It's you, calling.
I find that my best spot is Whitehall Terminal at the Staten Island Ferry. I have a captive audience because they're waiting for the ferry, and then some of the Wall Street people come by, so they give better tips.
What do you call the group?
Blooming Flute.
Blooming Flute.
Mm-hmm. We have beautiful flutes, like instruments and gold flute, and then we look beautiful too. So I think
You do look beautiful.
Yeah, I think
You do look
it's
beautiful.
gonna grab their attention.
She must be your publicist.
Please welcome Paper Anniversary.
You came all the way from where?
Well, from Brooklyn.
Well, with the problems on the L train, that's not easy nowadays.
No, it isn't. It's always a commute. But we're originally from Dothan, Alabama, my husband and I. We are a country-ish bluegrass band.
It's about sharing this music with people. I mean, money would be great, but, you know, if someone puts in $1 and we all get our 20 cents, we'll go get our piece of gum and, you know, have a great day, and maybe we made their lives better.
Good luck finding a piece of gum for 20 cents in the subway. MTA Music Under New York, always at a subway stop near you.
I'm originally from Texas.
And where do you live now?
I live in Harlem now.
The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Harlem.
Barry Mitchell, Arts in the City.
And we are happy to report the F-Tones, Siren, Blooming Flute Ensemble, and Paper Anniversary have all won spots in the Music Under New York program. Congratulations to all. The art of conversation can be a neglected pleasure during your daily commute. So we sent our own Tina Beth Pina underground to investigate.
Sometimes the hustle and bustle of your subway commute can be overbearing, but one man's trying to change that, one date at a time.
Meet Thomas Knox, a 29-year-old New Yorker who's taking meeting new people to a whole new level.
Essentially, I wanted to create something that gave people the ability to connect. After having conversations with my friends and my family around the commute and pretty much how it can be very, very negative, I wanted to do something positive to give people something to do while they're waiting for the train.
Last summer, Knox did just that by creating Date While You Wait, a weekly conversation area on subway platforms across New York City where strangers sit at Knox's portable table and chairs and socialize with him.
I don't bother people. I'll sit here, the train station can be full. If a person wants to sit down, they're more than welcome. If not, I'm totally fine with that. It doesn't matter who you are, as long as you're comfortable with having a conversation with a stranger, you're more than welcome to have a seat. And then you're more than welcome to have a seat and not even talk. We can play a game just because the game is here and I'm bringing you back to your childhood. A lot of times people sit down, they play the game, and after they play, they want to talk. So it definitely opens people's up and kind of get them going from there.
Now, some people will think you're doing this for romantic reasons. What do you have to tell them about that?
That is definitely not the case. And then at the same time, the only way for people to find out what I'm doing and what it's about is to ask me. So I feel like when people come and ask me, hey, you know, what are you doing, or what is Date While You Wait, and I explain it, it totally puts their guard down, and then they get a better understanding of, wow, that's really cool. Like, this guy just wants to connect. He doesn't want anything from me, whether it's money, whether it's my number. He just wants to sit down and have a conversation with me.
Really creative experience. It's definitely very different. Kind of reminds me of like Humans of New York style of it, just getting to know people. Take a moment in your day to just communicate with another human being, basically.
We're New Yorkers, we're skeptical, but once somebody plays and they feel like it's okay, it's fine, like people relax and they can just be themselves.
Yeah, I must tell you, I got off the train, not on the train, so I was actually leaving, so I was curious enough to find out what was going on.
Date While You Wait has gotten so popular that Knox uses social media as his digital megaphone, letting his fans know which subway platform he'll be visiting next.
We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have Instagram, right? We use social media. It's been extremely positive. I would say people have reached out to me. I've gotten tons of messages. Thank you, continue to do it. Come to my city. It's been overwhelmingly positive. and I greatly appreciate it. It keeps me driven. It gives me the ability to continue to do it no matter what people say. But yeah, it's been great. It's been unbelievable.
And what's the future for Day While You Wait?
I would love for it to be something where people can do it all over the world and all over the country. Connection is not important only in New York. It's important everywhere. You know, it's important in Atlanta. It's important in Chicago. It's important in California. It's important in China. It's important in Japan. So I think showing love on a larger scale and having one-on-one connection no matter where you are is my goal.
For Arts in the City, I'm Tina Beth Pena.
Knox's dream of going international came true this past year when he ran Wait for a Date in Lille, France. If you wanted to make a fortune at the turn of the 20th century, Newark, New Jersey was the place to be, and John Ballantyne knew that quite well. His brewing company would become one of the largest in the country. The brick mansion where John, Jeanette, and their family lived in is now a museum, and our hidden gem this month. The Ballantyne House stands today as a rare survivor of a lost Victorian world and as a symbol of one family's dream come true. The property, now owned and operated by the Newark Museum, has been restored to its former glory and furnished with period pieces along with original family possessions.
Hello, welcome to the Ballantyne House.
Our personal tour was conducted by Ulysses Dietz, Museum Curator of Decorative Arts.
And we're standing in the drawing room, which was redecorated for the family in 1891, at the time that their daughter Alice turned 16. And it reflects the most modern taste of the 1880s and early 90s in the United States. It was a very cutting-edge room. It was all done in the colonial style. So now we're in the dining room of the Ballantyne House, which looks exactly as it would have in 1885. Now, as elaborate as it looks, the family would have eaten here every night. So now let's go to see the library. If we'll walk through the music room, which was sort of an extra sitting room, the Ballantynes would have spent most of their time in this library, which looks as it would have in 1885. This was a room that was really all about education and quiet time rather than social activity. The library may feel dark to modern eyes with its sort of deep red plaster walls and the cherry woodwork. But in the 19th century, darkness was the equivalent of coziness and comfort. But when the family was in here, they would open the shutters on a sunny day and the place would be flooded with light. Now, the stained glass, which was done by Tiffany Studios for the house, it was a custom design that represents the Ballantyne name in Gaelic, which means fire worshiper. And it was a really modern window in 1885. Alice Ballantyne was 11 years old when her parents moved into this house and gave her the other front bedroom looking out onto Washington Park. The room is decorated to represent what it would have looked like when she was a teenager. There are scrapbooks, there's a sewing table, there's a doll, the sorts of things that remind her of her childhood. And so there's a diversity of materials that are on display here that talk about the idea of home. And one of the ways you can enjoy home is a meal, and the Newark Museum offers brunches on second Sundays throughout the year, where there is a prefix brunch and all sorts of activities going on, including visits to the house.
The house was home to 3 generations of the Ballantyne family and is filled with artifacts that reflect the style of their times and decor befitting a captain of industry. That's our show for today. For more information on any of our stories or to watch them at any time, visit our website at the link below. I'm Magali Laguerre Wilkinson, and thank you for watching Arts in the City.